Thousands of people descended on National Mall on October 16th. Young and old, white, black, and brown, they came to show respect to one of the greatest kings around.
Before DC Scores, Kenija was extremely meek.
He was a very sort of shy but very precocious third grade student.
He quite didn't know how to find himself. He was having an identity crisis. So I would get him into different things like football and basketball, and that seems to have helped, but like when he got into DC Scores, it was like, bam, wow, this is what it is. This is it. This is what I love.
We were actually preparing for our poetry slam, and Kenija really wanted to take a lead in our performance. He actually wanted to do one of the individual poems.
He performed a piece entitled Stand Up for the King, and it was in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King.
And it really caught me off guard because I hadn't seen, that side of Kenija during our sessions.
And I felt moved by it. It was a very emotional moment for me. In fact, I cried because here you had an 8-year-old who didn't know anything. We're not here in those eras of Martin Luther King, but he told that story as if he walked with him himself.
I have a dream, free at last, free at last. Help thou nation declare what was right and fair. He taught us to boycott and to march for what was right, and to move to the front of the bus, to stop all of this fuss.
I really felt like he embodied Dr. King that evening.
Here's this 9-year-old who a year ago you couldn't get to say hi. Now he could tell you the whole dictionary. So it was just like, I'm so grateful to DC Scores.
Thank you, Dr. Martin Luther King, for letting our freedom ring.
My name is Ana Lucia Parr Jordan, and I'm 11 years old.
Ana was a totally shy kid in 3rd grade.
We moved to the city mid-year, and it was pretty stressful for her until finally she joined DC Scores.
Each day, Ana Lucia got just a little more vocal in the classroom and a little more vocal on the field.
Now in 5th grade, she's totally just social, has opened up completely.
It provided her a sense of community and belonging and fun that as a parent you can't always provide your kids.
Definitely giving me a sense of character in myself, and also a good example of teamwork because we all have our own little team.
Ana Lucia represents how DC Scores creates leaders.
Our community service projects is we're going to have a 1-mile run for homeless animals because everyone needs help sometimes.
It makes me really excited that they are the ones leading this effort. The coaches are just facilitating, and we're just there to help them. They're coming up with the ideas. They came up with the 1-miler.
When we create opportunities for kids like Ana Lucia to become part of a community, to experience success, to lead on the field and off, they don't just hear it. They believe it, they experience it, and they gain the confidence to become leaders throughout their lives. That's the real impact of what DC Scores does.
I'm a single mom, I work full-time. I get here at 6 o'clock and I know my kid has had a good time and has things to look forward to not only next week, but also next year, and that to me is priceless.
My name is Nana Kofi Asari. I'm 16 years old and I go to Woodrow Wilson High School.
Nana was actually flown into the country and went straight from the airport to the emergency room. And so when he arrived at Brightwood, he was a very troubled kid. He was very anxious, he was very angry, didn't know a lick of English.
Kind of couldn't find his way, couldn't figure out how to connect with other students, was having a lot of trouble in his classes.
He was biting, he was kicking, he was spitting because he could not articulate what was going on with him.
I got distracted really easily in class. I didn't pay attention nor listen. It was really hard for me. Sometimes when everybody went up during recess, I'll be the only student in class.
When he was in the 4th grade, he started playing soccer. And Nana just became a star player. He became the guy.
I was just a machine. Like, no one could stop me.
Just looking at like where he was when he first started playing soccer, and then having DC Scores being such a huge part of his life. Even as a high schooler, he's doing camp with the kids now, the clinics with the kids. The kids all look up to him because he played as a DC Scores athlete.
I see kids at my age when I was young doing what I did. It sort of, brings me back to what I used to do. And when they see me out there refereeing, I think it inspires them to do something great.
I can't believe as a 4th grader where he's come now as a high schooler.
If I didn't have these scores, it wouldn't be the same, helping other kids and stuff like that, and community service, because I feel like DC Scores is a part of my family.
The link between the arts and sports is actually probably a lot closer than people sort of realize, because it's about expression, and you express yourself, verbally, you can express yourself, in written word, you can express yourself physically, and soccer is such a beautiful game. It allows you to express yourself while you're on the field.
Anybody that can't understand how soccer and poetry mixes, tell them to ask Kenija.
DC Scores changes lives for kids like Nana, Kenija, and Ana Lucia every day. So whether it's soccer, poetry, or service learning, helping their community, it gives us so many more opportunities to engage that child in ways we didn't know were possible and create something that we couldn't even imagine out of that relationship together.
It's been amazing. I don't know how to thank DC Scores. But thank you guys.